I just want you to know I'm really here. Please let me know in the comments if you are here. I see several people who are here. My counter shows that y'all are out there listening. Mwahaha. And yes, I am testing some things. Let's see if that worked.
Mitch is going to cover it.
Well, that's not what I wanted. Hey, welcome. Yes, it's true. I'm here. And thank you for pausing your day. Claudia! Hi, Claudia, welcome. Watch this. Let's see if I can use these fancy buttons I have set up. It is so good to see you. It is Monday. But what's happening in my life this week? Well, this is one of those days where I have just done it, right? I'm just doing it. I have been putting stuff off for so long, and so many mentors just say, just do it. Pardon me. And what I've got to do is, all right, so I have been resetting everything. I got a new computer. I have my old iMac. I figured out how to take my new computer and make the old iMac be the screen. I've had to reset everything in my Stream Deck, which is a series of buttons that I have down there that are putting up the displays and changing the displays. Watch this. I'm going to switch over to this other set of scenes, and it's going to change automatically because I have a camera over there, which you can't see yet, and a camera over here, which you can't see yet, but hopefully that's going to come up. So it's one of those things where I'm like 90% ready for what's coming up this week. Maybe I might say I'm 70% ready, depending upon what we're going to talk about. But many of you know that I have done a show for my friends over at UpViral. I've done that every Tuesday for the last 2 years. And now there's a gap, the void. They canceled the UpViral Copilot show. And so now there's this huge void in the market. And I'm going to be filling that. Now, I was sitting here over the weekend going, I'm just not ready. I don't have the things ready that I want to have ready. But I had told some people, maybe I told you, Claudia, that I was going to start on June the 7th. Today is June the 6th, right? Yeah, June the 6th. So tomorrow's June the 7th, but I sat there all weekend going, I'm just not ready. I'm not ready. I'm going to postpone it another week. And then I said to myself this morning, okay, so you're not ready. Let's just call the first show tomorrow. We'll call it the beta show, and we'll have everything ready for the following week. Because I want to do several things and have things that are fun and engaging for you all to do, see, hear, and stuff. But if it's not ready, it's not ready. We'll just get started. But I do have a calendar. I do have a website. I do have things kind of, sort of ready. As Claudia just said, yes, take imperfect action. And I'm wearing my headphones because I wanted to hear what's going on to make sure the audio is working okay. But I don't even have that turned on. And I don't have my mute button set up. There's the camera switch. Woohoo! It just happened. So, hi, over there in my other camera. So that'll switch back over to a different view, and it all happens automatically. Isn't that freaky cool? It's not a very good camera, I confess. Oh, bye. Hi. So yes, I am, and I see peaking. I hear that it seems like the audio is set too high. And so I might need to set that back. Let me see if I can do that really fast over here and set that down a bit. Because I don't want to be yelling at you. That seems to have helped a little bit. Oh, so tomorrow will be Beta Show 0, Beta 0.1. And that will be at the same time that we did the UpViral Copilot show. And if you want, I'm going to switch over. Let's see. I'm going to go over to my desktop. And notice that there is... Sorry. Notice if you go to cmitch.com, and I'm going to... I don't even have the thing set up for that, do I? Oh, mercy. I can do it this way. Watch this. And that is... Oh, you see it. All right. I'm not seeing it. There it is. Let me take the comments off and ring the bell. If you go to cmitch.com, and notice I've got a scan, a QR code there. That's one of the things that I wanted to get working. You can only do a comment one time. Isn't that interesting? So let's come back to my desktop, and you will see... Oh. See, I don't have that button set up. Anyway. So you can see over on cmitch.com, if you didn't find me on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Twinkle Toes, whatever different websites I'm streaming to, you can see that I have a website set up that at cmitch.com will show you the current video if I am streaming live. It shows you the comments. If you click over here, there's actually a little pop-up that will come up with the calendar on it. And I'm going to be putting some titles in here so you know what's coming on the different shows that are coming down the road. And there's a little X over here. You can close that. And there's actually a pop-up here where you can see the previous live stream that I did. Pretty freaking cool. And guess what? For Claudia and anybody else that's watching, this is an actual UpViral web page. This is a hosted UpViral web page. And it's got the comments. You see here the comments are available. And scroll down. There's an actual subscription, which is the UpViral bit, that would take you to another page where I'm going to do some thank you page magic stuff on you to encourage you to share this with other people. And then down below, there'll be some more stuff. This is obviously... I haven't fixed this because it still shows the UpViral Copilot show, which is no longer available. So that is pretty freaking amazing, I think, that I will have available a live website where people can go find me, watch me live. I haven't figured out how to get the comments. You can see the comments, but you can't actually type any comments in there. So that's kind of something I was trying to fix before we go live tomorrow, but so much to do. And I don't have any special assistants here yet. So anyway. So what else is coming up this week? Claudia, what do you think? So far, we're all right? Going to be able to be there? Yes. Tomorrow's show will be at the normal UpViral Copilot show time, which will be 10 a.m. Eastern. 10 a.m. Eastern time. That's 9 o'clock Central Time where I live. Let me know if you're here, by the way. I would love to recognize you. Oh, watch. I can do this. I can say, comment. Look at that. There's a comment thing. I just have all these new things. There's also subscribe, which who knows who that person is. I know all y'all know who that is, right? Some of you do, potentially. Maybe not. But please, if whatever service you're on, now, if you're one of the people watching over on TikTok, not TikTok, Twitch. I actually have a new little Twitch thing that people, let's see, is anybody on Twitch? I'm looking at, I'll show you just so you know. I use a service called Restream. And Restream has all of these different places where I'm streaming. And why did that stinger? Oh, I know why it came through. You weren't supposed to see that twice. Telegram says it's stream. Why is it doing it? Oh, we got a real echo going on here. What the heck is going on? Oh, that's because I'm showing this. I get it. But anyway, you see that. Where is Twitch? I see Twitter and YouTube. Did I lose my Twitch? Here it is, here it is, here it is. There is one person on Twitch. According to this, one person on Twitch. Now, if you're the person on Twitch, you have the ability to subscribe or to like me or something. And that would bring up a little icon that will pop up and will show a little dragon or something. I haven't quite worked all that up. There's supposed to be a way where you could actually pay me. I forgot what they call those things. Super chat, that's what they call them. So for the person over on Twitch who's watching, you could just do that. But anyway. Coming up later this week, I have my very first webinar for Thank You Page Magic. And here's the sign up. If you go to mitchwebinar.com, and I just set that up this morning. And so, go away, webinar sign up. There it goes. I'm going to go back to my desktop and I'm going to stop that and I'm going to do this. If you go to Mitch Webinar, I cannot type and talk. Mitch, TCH, gosh, webinar.com. Now this may not be spread out through the whole universe yet. That's not working very fast. Let's go over to my incognito window. MitchWebinar.com. You can sign up to be an attendee of my webinar this coming Friday. This also, by the way, for those of you who are out there having a lot of fun, tell me, what tool did I use to build this page? Anybody? Any guesses out there? So let me know in the chat comments. I'm going to put my little Restream chat over on another window so that I can see if anybody comments. All right. Nobody's commenting. Why not? Anyway. This is a campaign just like everything else, right? I'm gonna do a test. Do me a favor. I just posted a comment, and I would love to know if you got that comment in whatever system you are watching from. How about we do that? Tell me what that comment said, please. Now, back to the webinar. Webinar this Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. I am going to show you Thank You Page Magic and how it will change your business forever. Simple process. Absolutely simple process. And I'm going to show you how to do the manual side of Thank You Page Magic. And this little diagram tries to show you that you can have your normal everyday opt-in. This is your funnel. we can put in a little magic on what would normally be the thank you page, and we're going to bring more leads into your business simply by making a little simple change that you can do in 5 minutes to your existing funnels. And I'm actually going to give you some scripts. If I get everything done by Friday, I'm going to give you some scripts that you could put on your pages to make that happen. So I did the wrong thing again. I got to get used to these buttons. I apologize. Here is that's not where I want to go. I want to go to the next page. That's not where I want to go either. Sorry, I got to get used to these things. This is a traditional thank you page that I'm talking about. This is Amy Porterfield, who simply says, check your inbox. I sent you something special. You guys know what thank you pages are. You've seen them before. You've built them. This one from Pete Vargas sends you to the download. Gives you the download right there. But I'm going to show you how to make that page stand out. How to make those pages, similar pages to what you have in your funnels. Similar pages. I got distracted by the comments again. Similar page to your funnel that will add highly targeted leads to your business. Claudia already knows some of what I'm going to teach because I know she's been a regular attendee of the F-Viral Copilot show. So Claudia already kind of knows what I'm talking about. But I'm going to show you on that webinar on Friday some advanced ideas, but some simple ideas that you can implement 5 minutes after the webinar is over. I'm going to even hand you the scripts. If I get everything done right between now and Friday, I'm going to hand you the scripts so that you can do that. So go back to, there it is, MitchWebinar.com, or scan that little barcode. I think I did that one right. With your smartphone, just point your smartphone Photos app to that, and it will just go straight on over to the right URL for you to opt in for that. That's going to be June 10th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. That's this coming Friday. Look at that. Claudia, still here. Hi, Claudia. Learn and implement. That's right. That's exactly what I plan to do. Show you how to do it, let you implement it, give you the tools right then and there to do it. And of course, I'm going to make an offer. I'm going to ask you to jump in on something even more amazing, where I'm going to help you implement the second step, all of the automation and all of the tools that you'll need to get that on steroids in your business. That's what's going to happen on Friday at 10 a.m. I say 10 a.m. because it's 10 a.m. my time. All right. So, Claudia, anything you want to know before I go? Primarily, my goal today was to stop procrastinating, to just get on and show y'all that I'm here, that I've got things coming up, and to hope that you show up tomorrow. You could go to cmitch.com. If you're watching right now, I'm going to be restreaming to exactly all those places where you're watching me right now. So, tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. That's 9 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern. I have no idea what time it is where Claudia lives. And we are going to really kick some tail, and we are going to show you how to continue, Claudia, continue to be a micro-influencer. Look, I still have my little post-it note from Claudia. That's right. Micro-influencers, that's the phrase that Claudia gifted to me. Because everybody that joins your business, joins your funnel, joins your email list, can be a micro-influencer to get people into your business. That's what our plan is, to help you grow your business. So every Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to fill the gap, as Claudia said. See, it won't do it twice. Oh, it does do it. Or did I not show that? Oh, you put in another one. See, this button seems to only put in the last comment one time. If I press it again once I turn the comment off, it says, hey, you've already displayed that comment. Don't do it again. So I'm learning stuff as we go, and that's the joy, right? That's the fun. That's the previous comment that you made: learn and implement and take imperfect action. So tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, will be the beta show. One of the things that I know that a lot of live streamers would shoot me for is the fact that my lighting changes constantly depending upon what I'm showing on the screen. And I don't know how to fix that. But such is life, right? I am hopefully much better than I was before, because I have all kinds of stuff, right? I didn't turn on my little thank you page magic guy over here on the left with my new logo that I'm so excited about, with fireworks and everything else. Oh, actually, dang it. So that person who was over on Twitch, I didn't have the dadgum pop-up turned on. See, there's all these things I gotta remember to do. Hey, AJ is here. Hi, AJ. How you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you in forever. AJ is one of my Movers Mastermind members. And AJ, I know, has been incredibly busy with his business because he sells graduation stoles, things that grads wear around their necks for the big ceremony. And I suspect that season is just about over for most people. Both my daughters graduated this year. And boy, wasn't that fun. So anyway, I got all kinds of little things to do. All kinds of stuff coming up. Look, I have my little scrolling ticker that's now turned on. Join my newsletter. See the magic. Go to joinmitch.com. AJ, tomorrow, you going to be able to make the meeting tomorrow? We will talk about some fun stuff. Insider tips. Things to do better in your business. All kinds of fun stuff in the Movers Mastermind. Friday will be the webinar. Tuesday morning will be the Mitch Show. And AJ says, yes, sir, I'm ready for the second half. Great. We're going to, AJ, if you go to, let's see. I don't have it here. I know I have it. If you go to movers.com, I'm sorry, moversdo.com, or click on, scan that QR code with your phone, you will go to moversdo.com, and you will see a video on that page where we took AJ's campaign. That's not what I want. We took AJ's campaign from last year and we improved it. And I show the before and the after in that video. And you can see the kind of stuff that we do in the Movers Mastermind. So that's available to you if you pop on over to moversdo.com. All right. Good to see you, AJ. Good to see everyone else that's here. Please spread the word if you wouldn't mind. Please tell everybody you know that tomorrow, the Mitch Show, I still don't even know what to call it. And actually what I think we're going to do is we're going to have a little contest, a little fun game to figure out what Mitch should call the new show. because I can't call it the Go Pilot Show because that was Up Viral's thing, and that thing is over. I got to call it something new. Not quite sure even what to call it yet. So that's the kind of stuff that we will have fun working on together on the Tuesday show. I almost thought about moving it to Monday. Maybe I should move it to Monday. Because we could call it Magic Monday Show, or we could call it Mitch's Magic Monday, or Monday Magic Mitch, or I don't know, because then everything would be based on M's. The 3M Show. Claudia says, we will be able to come up with a great name. I think that's true. I'm looking forward to collaborating with everybody on that. Just as a little side note, one of the things that will be coming up is that show will, A, have a sign-up page, which I have not yet built in Up Viral. I started building it yesterday, which is why I was going to delay for another week, but we won't do that. But B, there's going to be a low-cost membership associated with that, where you will be able to get some of my stuff that it's not the Movers Mastermind, the expensive, high-quality, good one-on-one kind of conversations we have there. But the lower cost mastermind membership will provide you with lots of cool stuff. AJ's already working on names. Mitch Motivational Mondays. Marketing Monday. Because it's going to be about marketing. I would love to motivate you, but it's more about marketing than it is anything else. By the way, speaking of fun stuff, some of you know who Bradley is. My good friend and I, Bradley, have been creating some podcast episodes. And if you go to hearmitch.com, which is what I intended my podcast to be, I was going to create a podcast. And hearmitch.com was going to be the URL for that. Did you guys notice any kind of little process going on here? Because my name Mitch is in all of these URLs. If you go to, look, there's contactmitch.com if you want to be able to connect with me. There's hearmitch.com. There's cmitch.com, right? We just looked at that. There is joinmitch.com, which is where the newsletter is. And then there's Mitch Webinar, because there's actually a process and a couple of things. Like, here's also one that I thought was going to be fun, which is what tools does Mitch use? And I found out that .tools high-level domain was available. So Mitch.tools is where you can go find out some cool stuff that I recommend you purchase. And now that newsletter thing is just not going away. The button's not working right. Anyway, yeah! Such is the life of stuff. So I've been having a lot of fun creating a lot of stuff. Lots of things to share with you. And many of those, by the way, are Up Viral campaigns, or their thank you page magic campaigns, with the style of asking you to opt in and then asking you to share with somebody else. And so all this stuff's getting wrapped together into an amazing little package. Yes, there's lots of little domains, but those are all trying to make it fun and engaging to get to me, to get to find out where my stuff is, and to make it simple to make those, like this. I do have the domain, thankyoupagemagic.com. And I could put up a URL that says thankyoupagemagic.com/webinar for the sign up. And I just kind of was sitting there going, that takes so long to say. Isn't it just more fun to say MitchWebinar.com? There's actually MitchZoom.com, by the way. There's all kinds of stuff in the background. I have one for text Mitch. So I'll give you the little secret. If it's an action, if it's a verb, the verb comes before Mitch. This is my standard. There's actually a call Mitch, there's a text Mitch, there's a see Mitch, there's hear Mitch, there's content, I said that one. And then there's the ones where there's actually just like an adverb, not an adverb, an adjective, like Mitch Webinar. Anyway, this is so much going on. But we'll talk to you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock Eastern for the new Mitch Motivational Mondays. AJ said branding. Great question. Full domains or just subdomains before Mitch.com? They're not subdomains, Claudia. Great question. If you look at this, it just says MitchWebinar.com. If you look at Hear Mitch, for example, it's just HearMitch.com. Now, they may redirect you to an UpViral campaign that has a subdomain. For example, let me share my screen. It's a great question, Claudia. Let me turn that off. Let me turn that off. Let me show you my desktop. This particular one that you see right here, you see way up at the top, it actually says webinar.thankyoupagemagic.com/LP/128 blah, 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 blah. But let me go back to, I just told you to go to Mitch Webinar. So if I type in MitchWebinar.com, that's a simple redirect over to webinar.thankyoupagemagic.com. And you notice I actually have a tracking link on it as well, if you can see that. I know it's kind of small. But in some cases, like that one, or even if you go to CMitch, which is back here, I took, because UpViral requires that subdomain, I made this UpViral campaign, and notice that the comments aren't displaying on this particular version. For some reason, in this version of Chrome, the comments don't show, which threw me off. But anyway, this actually, the UpViral subdomain is watch.cmitch.com. But when I throw up the slide, which I don't even have ready, I don't have a button ready, but if I throw up the slide that I showed you before, you'll see that that slide just simply says cmitch.com. So there are no fancy subdomains that I need to say on the live stream. That was my fear. AJ AJ said, thank you, Mitch.com. I haven't purchased that one yet, but I did see that it was available the other day. So let me go back to that. Claudia's question, so many domains, why? And I thought about that as potentially confusing. I don't expect people to remember those, except for potentially the contact one. It's a test. I could be totally screwing stuff up. I'll go back to what I was saying before. ThankYouPageMagic.com is my main domain. That's where my stuff will be. But I kept tight when I was creating links, like text links and stuff inside of here. It got rather strenuous to type in, not type it in, but thankyouPageMagic.com, the visual on the broadcast. thankyouPageMagic.com/webinar. It's longer to say, it's harder to say. It's harder for people to think about when they are just casually listening. But if I say, just go to cmitch.com. If I say, join me at the newsletter, to go to joinmitch.com, it just rolls off the tongue, at least to me. Yes, there's a whole lot of things, but I think, and that's also, by the way, which is why I put my daughter's idea was, why don't you put a QR code on there? Make it easy for people while it's on the screen. If they're just sitting there with their phone, watching their laptop, give them the QR code that takes them straight to the URL. And so that's what I did. It just feels more fun for a live stream, more engaging, easier for somebody to remember. I sent an email to my list last week. We were driving from here to Kansas. We were driving from here to Nebraska last week to pick up my daughter's stuff. Wait a minute, today's Monday. Yeah, it was last week. And I drove by a billboard for a resort, and at the bottom it said, go to, and it had www, and I hate it when they do that, www. The name of the resort was Margaritaville. So it was Margaritaville at lakeoftheozarks.com. And I said to myself, why on God's green earth did you put that on a billboard? People are driving by. How are you expecting them to remember driving by a billboard and remember Margaritaville at lakeoftheozarks.com? It's just insane, right? So that's the feeling I was having when I was making some of these slides to be able to show on the screen. When it said thankyouPageMagic.com/webinar. Yes, I know that's branding, Thank You Page Magic, but I hope to brand people so many ways with the fun stuff of the magic. Thank You Page Magic, the little logo that's over there on the left-hand corner, and to simply be able to say, go to joinmitch.com to get on my newsletter, felt easier. And again, I may learn that that was wrong. Yes, there's a lot of different domains. Yes, it might be confusing. I don't know. We'll find out. But I just thought it was more fun, more engaging, maybe not. Maybe I'll lose all the branding, but I think people are going to figure out that thankyouPageMagic.com is my main domain, and there's a whole bunch of fun Mitch stuff out there. We'll see. But thank you for asking questions. AJ and Claudia, thank you for popping in. Anybody else have anything you want to talk about before we sign off? It is now 8:15 my time in St. Louis. Hopefully, I know Claudia, it's afternoon. Yes, I do have... Claudia says, you do have to keep them all updated and working. Yes, I do. Claudia, my goal is to be so swamped with money that I can hire somebody to take care of that for me. I do know that it has taken a lot of setup. It has been rather stressful. Let's see. Claudia said 15:18 my time, so 3:18 in the afternoon. Bless your heart. Thank you for popping in. I woke up at 3 a.m. this morning, so it's almost nap time for me. AJ says, what time on Friday? The webinar will be at 11 a.m. Eastern on Friday. 11 a.m. Eastern, which is 10 a.m. Central for AJ, because I know where AJ lives. He's in the Central Time Zone. That banner does not rotate, does it? I gotta fix that. It doesn't loop. I didn't set it to loop. All right. I'm talking about the scrolling ticker. It just turned into a purple bar down there at the bottom. Friday. So if you go AJ, and I know you're already, but if you go to mitchwebinar.com, you will get to the opt-in. Thanks for the plug there, AJ. You will get to the opt-in for the webinar, which, by the way, as a reminder, is a Thank You Page Magic style campaign. You will be encouraged to share it with others. And when you do, you will get a bonus. So pay attention to the way Mitch does that. Hint, hint, hint. All right, so tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, will be the beta version of the Mitch Show, with a name to be determined later. And Friday will be the webinar at 11 a.m. Eastern. Don't ask me why I picked that time. I was supposed to have a colonoscopy on Wednesday, and that got rescheduled to August. So that's part of the reason why things are all a mess this week. Claudia says, sign up for tomorrow. There is no sign up yet. I have started building the campaign. Yes, there will be a sign up. That was one of the reasons why I was thinking about postponing that I mentioned earlier. There will be a Thank You Page Magic campaign to sign up and to be notified about when the new little low-cost membership is ready and that kind of stuff. I'll be sending that out to my main newsletter. If you're already on my newsletter, there's no real to sign up yet for my new show, but yes, I will have a different sign up. If you just show up to where you showed up today, where you are watching me right now, I will be distributing this to all those places. So this show is going... Part of the reason I'm not doing this on Zoom like the Copilot show was done was that I can broadcast to Twitch, Twitter. It's supposed to go out to Telegram, but nobody's in my Telegram group yet. So I don't even know if it's going there or how it works or anything else. But Twitter, Facebook, and a couple of different places on Facebook. I have 9 places where this is going out because I want coverage. I want a whole bunch of people to be able to see me wherever they may be following me along. So I'm trying to do a broad stroke to hit a whole bunch of different places. By the way, if you really want to have some fun, so I did mention that Bradley and I are doing a podcast. If you come Wednesday morning, about this same time, there is no schedule for this. But if you go to Hear Mitch, actually don't go there. But the place where you are watching me right now, we will be streaming our podcast as we record them. All of the recordings are over here at hearmitch.com, so you can catch them later. But we will be streaming those live right here. Now, if you go to hearmitch.com, and I highly advise that you do, why don't I just do that live? And oh, look at this. The desktop over here. I thought I got rid of that comment. What if I do that? All right. If I go to, I'm laughing now because where was I going? Oh, here, how about I go to the URL? hearmitch.com. You will see that this is a Searchy, for those of you who know what Searchy is. This is a Searchy website, and you can see the broadcasts that we've done before. Now, I got to apologize. If you start with episode 8 and episode 7, Mitch really mucked up the new computer system, and Bradley's side of the conversation echoes, and I apologize immensely. I've been trying to figure out how to fix that. The newer episodes, obviously, I don't think will do that if I do things properly. But you can see and watch. So if you want to find out what it's like to watch a podcast, they are right here. And this is a really fun site because you can search for words or phrases. I'm just going to give you an example. I'm going to type in points, and up will pop a list of the podcasts where we mentioned that word. And so if you happen to hear something in the episode and you want to remember a specific section, then you can jump to those sections, search for them, and jump straight to them and see the transcript right over here on the right-hand side of the screen. And so that's pretty amazing. Pretty amazeballs stuff. Searchy is an amazing tool. I'd love to tell you about that in the future. Claudia says, that's a great feature. It is an amazing feature. And it is something that Searchy does that no other tool currently does. There's a whole bunch of tools, like if you use Loom and you use YouTube, they will automatically create a transcript for you, but none of them let you search the text inside of that transcript. And that is one of the amazing things about Searchy. And it's very different than what you're used to, because, and I'll point, that closet has a whole ton of family videos in it that have not been taken off of tape and put onto digital. And if you think about that, sometimes we want to go watch, hey, that time when we went to California, or the time we went to Death Valley. And you think about, nobody goes back to those tapes because there's no index, right? Nobody has an index of those things. But if you have a digital transcript, there's a funny story in our family history where my oldest daughter tried to convince my youngest daughter to swap $1 for 4 quarters. So we can now go into that library and do a search for the word quarters and get right to that segment in our family history. Nobody has that concept in their head because it's not something you've ever been able to do. It's, if I were to try to say which tape in that closet has that 1 quarter story, everybody go, well, it's in there somewhere. But I can go to our family history recordings and find that just by doing a search. It's freaking amazing. So, yes, Claudia said #Searchy, or hashtag, I'm old style, Searchy, yes. I don't have a slide for this, but if you go to buysearchy.com would be my affiliate link. If you happen to be thinking about that, go to buysearchy.com, because I get a 30% commission on a monthly fee. And there is a really low-cost entry point where you can pay, I think it's $29 a month now, where you can get started with that. All right, so anyway, anybody else have anything else you want to talk about? I don't want to just be one of those guys that drones on and on like I typically do. Got in trouble for that many times on that previous show that I was on for talking too much, because that's kind of sort of the way I go. And it's been great to talk with you guys. It's good to see you, Claudia and AJ, and there's 9 people there. Whoever's out there, please type in a comment and say who's there. Say I'm here. And if you're new, I would love to say hi to you. Please let me know who's here. I would just love to call you out and say hi. So I'm going to close that, and I'm going to go back over here because I want to see what the source of those people are. There's 2 on Facebook. There's 1 on Twitch still. If you're the Twitch viewer, click that button that says follow Mitch or whatever it says, and something fun will pop up on the screen. I've tested it and it says it works. Streamlabs is the tool. I can't tell where everybody else is coming in from, but thank you for being here. As a reminder, and I will keep updating my calendar, which I haven't done yet. There will be a coming soon, a mitchcal.com, I think. But you'll be able to keep an eye on my calendar, subscribe to it, because the podcasts will be on there, the webinar will be on there, and the weekly shows will be, of course, listed there with the topics. So, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here live. If you're watching on replay, please let me know. And I will catch you guys and gals tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, right here where you find me now. Wednesday, around this time, as Bradley and I record the 2 episodes we're going to record on Wednesday. And Friday, before then, go to mitchwebinar.com and sign up for the webinar, and I will catch you on Friday. Thanks for tuning in, and watch this, because I have a fancy schmancy outro. Bye! Why did that... I know, you guys are still here. That's gone to my outro, and for some reason it says the video file that I have for my outro is not there. How embarrassing. It's just not working. Oh, dang it. All right, well, such is life. Lesson. Who's got the lesson? We will catch you tomorrow on the Mitch Show. Or not.